and that's just simple. But let's move on. Let's talk about the Buffalo Bills. I mean, a couple weeks ago, they looked lost in the shuffle. I mean, they were struggling. But Josh Allen and the Bills, I mean, they're coming off wins against Dallas. And, I mean, James Cook, 221 scrimmage yards against the Cowboys, 2 touchdowns. Josh Allen didn't even have to do much against Dallas. I mean, he only threw the ball 15 times, completed it 7 times for 94 yards and a touchdown, had a rushing touchdown to go with that. But I want to know what your thoughts are on Buffalo as the season comes to a close.
I mean, hey, James Cook. Let's give him his flowers and let's talk about how amazing he was. Listen, I hate the Bills. I hate Josh Allen. I think that's not very controversial with how just easy they are to absolutely despise.
This is true.
But, I mean, the Bills should never be counted out. I don't think, even when they're losing games, I was never once like, this team is bad. Like, you kind of know that the Bills are going to be good. They have that strong defense. They have the dogs up front. Like, I think it's hard to argue them being good during the regular season eventually, but I will stay questioning their playoff success this year. Josh Allen has had a down year, and it's not quite as bad as everyone says, but he ranks 16th at QBR with a 69.7, which is horrendous. Like, that's really bad for a guy who you talk about possibly being a top 5 quarterback in the league. He is tied for 3rd in touchdowns at 26, and 8th in yards for with 3,000, pretty much 3,500. But he has way too many interceptions. Turnover machine.
This guy turns the ball over every week, seems like. This guy's on some sort of streak where he's thrown an interception for multiple weeks in a row. I mean, this guy, he has the incredible arm talent, but I mean, he does not make smart decisions. And yes, he makes crazy superhuman throws sometimes, but this guy, I mean, he just makes dumb decisions sometimes.
Yeah.
It costs his team games. But I'll say this, past couple weeks, man, he's been playing good football. They beat Kansas City last week, beat Dallas a couple days ago. I mean, this team is making a comeback, and I think they're going to slip into that playoffs, and nobody wants to play the Buffalo Bills in the wild card. I can tell you that. Nobody wants to play the Buffalo Bills.
Agreed. And I think they will be deadly because of guys. I mean, Diggs has still had a phenomenal season, but I mean, we know that's going to happen. 1,041 yards on 91 receptions for 8 touchdowns. Those are quality numbers, especially from a guy where your quarterback is playing mediocre. They got playmakers. I just don't have faith in Josh Allen, especially look at like you get in the red zone and then what's he doing? He's throwing a pick.
Yeah, you get a good point there. So I mean, Buffalo making a comeback, but let's move on to a team that's